Bonjour, good morning, welcome all of you. The topic of this morning's discussion is on dynamic meditation. So, that is the topic of discussion we are going to have in brief in this session, in this morning session. And things we are going to have a discussion on from the mother's writings. These terms like meditation, concentration, we are much more familiar. Here we are having a short discussion first on meditation, and that is to the dynamic meditation. So when there is the point where we are focusing upon that is dynamic, another part is also there, that is static. So here the point of discussion, we are going to focus mainly upon the dynamic side of the meditation, dynamic meditation. Mother explains. I think the most important thing is to know why one meditates. That is what. Why one meditates. Normally, we meditate on a particular point, a particular object. We meditate, and this meditation, it is initially it is a very short process. Later on, we enlarge it, and a time other course, as mother has explained. The it is not important that important how long you are going to meditate, but it is important one time will come when there will be a point in you when you are trying to escape from meditation, when you withdraw from meditation. Anyway, it is the mother course why this meditation is important, why one meditates. This is what gives the quality of the meditation and makes it make it of one order or another. So somebody must be able to know the why he is meditating, why one meditates, and with which he will get the quality of meditation, and make it the order, one order or another. Again, some other quotes. You may meditate to open yourself to the divine force. That is the great object of your meditation. So, what on particular object, particular point, so we are meditating. Like we have given the example. So, you just imagine when Guru Dronacharya asked his disciples, you just look at the tree and see what really you are seeing. People had the different answers with different views, but when it was asked to his great disciple like Arjuna, Arjuna immediately explained that I can see nothing but the eye of the bird. So that is the point of concentration, and he is focusing here. So the meditation, the purpose is to open yourself to the divine force. Open yourself to the divine force. You may meditate to reject the ordinary consciousness. So what is the main point? What is the main objective? To open yourself to the divine force that is descending, and you have to open yourself entirely. And simultaneously meditate to reject the ordinary consciousness in which normally people stay, and they keep staying here. To reject the ordinary consciousness, you may meditate to enter the depths of your being. So, point where you will meditate. You will meditate to enter into the depths of our being. You may meditate to learn how to give yourself integrally. That is the another aspect. How to give yourself integrally. You may meditate for all kinds of things. So these are the purpose. Normally we must know, because everybody is sitting in meditation. I am meditating, it has got no value. Even in Pondicherry I have seen, not once or twice, many times I have seen, when we sit in the evening meditation inside the ashram premises, you see some people will be there, they will be having that guest house pass or something. They have rushed in, they feel people are coming and sitting around the samadhi or nearby here and there. So very calm, quiet, the atmosphere is quite and serene, solitary, at most gorgeous atmosphere. They also, instead of going back, they also sit and see what really is happening there. And after some time, when the time will be sticking like 7:30, so immediately the someone will ring the bell and all will sit there for meditation, at least for 20 minutes, 7:30 to 7:50 inside the meditation. So it is on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Saturday and Saturday there is no meditation. Somewhere it is arranged some film or something in physical ground, playground, and of course Thursday and Sunday. 7:45 to 8:15 it is coming in the playground only, that meditation period. So if some darshan days or special occasion is coming, then the arrangement of meditation only in the playground sometimes we feel. So when this where really I started, I want to come back. When you are meditating, that time these people who don't know what is, they don't, are curious enough what is going on. They sit for some time, they don't know how long it will go. After 5 minutes, simply they, what they do, they just litter here and there, walk around the ashram premises, but actually, the main gate is closed, so they can't go. So simply they litter here and there, move here and there, and that happens normally till till the meditation ends. So it is there, they don't know what really the purpose of meditation, why these people are here, why they are meditating. So that is the purpose. So they out of curiosity they have sat, they are sitting there, but after some time they lose interest, they don't have the curiosity, they don't find the interest there. So they lighter here and there. So mother quotes for that, you must open yourself to the divine force. That is the purpose of meditation. So what you are doing, you must know what really you are doing. Reject the ordinary consciousness. That is number one. Number two, to meditate, to enter to the depths of your being. That is second. Third, you may meditate to learn how to give yourself integrally. So, for all kinds of things, naturally you will try to learn. Reject the ordinary consciousness, enter into the depths of the being, meditate to know, to give yourself integrally, not in one part, integrally, physically, mentally, vitally, psychically, spiritually. So again, you may meditate to enter into peace and calm and silence. That is another thing. You may meditate to enter into peace and silence and calm. Enter into peace, calm, and silence. That is what people generally do. Three things are there. They intend to rush into peace, calm, and silence. Generally, normally people do, but without much success. Normally they try, but success is very rare. Without much success. But you may also meditate to receive the force of transformation. So that is another part. You may normally they do. Sometimes they fail. Sometimes they succeed. And for what, you the being the aware person, and you are sticking the path of integral yogic process. So what is your purpose? To receive, meditate to receive the force of transformation. Then second, to discover the points to be transformed. Again, to trace the lines of progress. So these are the things, for that actually you will do the meditation. Number one, to receive the force of transformation. Number two, to discover the points to be transformed. And number three, to trace out the lines of progress. That is for you. Mm, Again, mother quotes. And then you may also meditate for very practical reasons. Very practical reasons. That is for that only. It is called as a dynamic. Static, simply somebody is doing, I am also doing. I don't know what is the purpose, what is the process, what is the path, and what is the goal. I don't know. But here you must be dynamic enough. You must know that we must meditate to receive the force of transformation. Second, to discover the points to be transformed. Third, trace out the line of progress. And then you may also meditate for the practical reasons. When you have difficulty to clear off, a solution to find, for that practical aspect, difficulty to clear up, solution to find. When you want to help in some action and other, for that only you will do the practically. What really we are meditating, what is the purpose? Mr. Arvindo quotes, mother quotes, you have so many difficulties. You will be finding difficulties on the way that must be cleared up. Number one. Second, to find the solution. If that difficulty must be cleared. If any problem is there, that must be solved. When you want to help some action or other, so you want to meditate for these two. That is the dynamic aspect. People unaware, they don't know what really they are doing, but they do. So your purpose is different. And finally mother tries to explain, I think everyone has his own mode of meditation. It is different. It varies from person to person, from sect to sect, from creeds to creeds. Different. It differs. But if one wants to meditate to be dynamic, that's what mother quoted. If you want your meditation to be dynamic, one must have an aspiration for progress. Aspiration for progress, the meditation must be done to help and fulfill the aspiration for progress. That is what progress is. The goal. Progress is most needful activity. It must go on. Progress will never stop. It should not stop. So to fulfill, help and fulfill the progress, that meditation must be done. And this is the major progress meditation. To be dynamic, one must have to aspire for progress. That aspiration for progress is the most important thing, and this side will help and fulfill the aspiration for progress. If this is done in proper way, in dynamic way, then it becomes a dynamic. If fulfills nothing, simply you are doing, that is another aspect. But here the aspiration for progress is the most essential factor, and which will open the way for you, and that will help and fulfill the aspiration progress. So again we can find that another aspect mother explains meditations and the progress. The number of hours spent in meditation is no proof of spiritual progress. Most of the time, we claim that I have done so many hours of meditation. It does not. It is not a proof of spiritual progress. It is the proof of your progress when really you no longer have to make effort to meditate. There itself, forcibly you are meditating. But here actually, that progress, you have to no longer make an effort to meditate. Then you have rather to make an effort to stop meditating, and it becomes difficult to stop meditation, difficult to stop thinking of the divine, very difficult. Even without the divine you can't pause for some time. So difficult to come down to the ordinary, and to the ordinary consciousness. That is the feeling you will see. Then you have rather to make an effort to stop meditating. Make an effort to stop meditating. If it becomes difficult to stop meditation, very difficult. If it is to stop meditation, it becomes difficult. Difficult to stop thinking of the divine. You can't stop it. And difficult to come down into the ordinary consciousness. It is still difficult. It is not at all possible. That stage must be reached. Then you are sure of progress. Then you have made real progress when concentration in the divine is a necessity of life. Concentration in the divine is the necessity of life. When you can't do without it, when you continues naturally from morning to night, whatever you may be engaged in doing. So that is the proper way. Wherever you are engaged, wherever you are, there immediately that meditation starts. So mother clarified, and mother of course simplified the process. Work done in true spirit is meditation, work done in contact is meditation, like this. So whether you sit down to meditate, or you go about or do things like this, that does not matter. You are totally, you are in connection with the divine, and go things and work. What is required of you is the consciousness. That is the major thing. What is the, whether you sit, whether you work, whether you start working or moving here and there, that is the most, need of urgency. That is consciousness. To be constantly conscious of the divine. That is the required factor and the required point. Actually, one question is being put that is to the mother. But is not sitting down into meditation in an indispensable discipline? Sitting, only sitting, and does not it give a more intense and concentrated union with the divine? Only means that point focuses. The question is that only sitting and meditating that gives a greater value. So that may be other course, but a discipline in itself is not what we are seeking. That discipline we are not seeking. What we are seeking is to be concentrated on the divine in all that we do. Concentration in all movements, all points of the activity, at all times, in all our acts, in all our movements. That concentration is required, seeking to be concentrated in the divine in all what we do at all times. Third is all acts and in all moments. That concentration is required. There are some here who have been told to meditate, but there are others, others actually who have not been asked to do any meditation at all. Sometimes they are asked to meditate, sometimes they are not asked to meditate. Some people are there, but it must be thought that they are not progressing. If somebody is not told to make the meditation, mother asks, are not they progressing? They to follow a discipline and another, but it is of another nature. Discipline, what is actually written, mental pressure, it is not like this, but actually that is a different type, different style. To work, to act with devotion. In inner consecration is also spiritual discipline. So very important to work, to act with devotion, and an inner consecration is the spiritual discipline. The final aim. What is the aim of finally? What is the aim? The final aim is to be constant union with the divine. That is the final aim. So you must know constant union with the divine. That is the final aim. Not only in meditation, but in all circumstances and in all activities of life. So entire aim, the final aim, the ultimate aim is the constant union with the divine, not only in meditation, sitting, working or something, but in all circumstances and in all all the active life. That is what the most essential requirement. Anyway, it is time here to have a short break. Bande Matram.